Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you how to save the slides. I know we talk about it a lot at the end of class, and I remind you about it if we're running out of time, but I wanted to show you in case you have never done it before or if you're new to GCA. And what I would recommend doing is creating a virtual math binder. And just each day when you pop into class, before you even do the warm up or anything, go ahead and save the slides for the day. That way you always have them with you. And then you can go back to look at them. You know, we often don't cover all the slides, so there are extra practice problems if you need extra practice with the topic. So lots of good benefits of saving these slides. So what you'll do, and you can do this in the live class, or you can do this on the recordings. So it works both ways. What you'll do is you'll go to File, Save, and then click on Whiteboard. That gives you the option to save everything that shows up on the board here. And then you can choose to save all the pages. If we're just on a certain page that you need more time with or you want to go back to later, you can click Current Page and it will save whatever page is on the board at that time. Or you can select certain pages. So if maybe we're practicing something in math and we're going too quickly for you and you want to go back to it on your own time, you can just choose those slides. So if you wanted certain pages, after you click selected pages, you would click on whatever one you want. And then if you want more than one, this is a little tricky. You have to hold down the control button on your keyboard. It's CTRL. You hold that down and then click on the other slides you want. And then you'll press OK. For this example, I'm going to save all the pages, which is the safest option, because then you know you have everything, especially if you're creating this math binder on your computer. So you'll click all pages and press OK. And then this box will pop up. If you have a different version of Windows, or maybe you have an Apple computer, it might look a little bit different, but it will be a box somewhat like this. There are two very important things you need to do here. The first thing you need to do is where it says File Type, you can see that automatically it's going to save it as a WBD file, a whiteboard file. Well, none of us have a program on our computer to open that up, so if you save it like this, you won't be able to open it back up and look at it. So on Files of Type or File Type, you need to click on that and make sure you choose a PDF. Okay, so the .pdf. So you'll click that, and then I would give it a name that will help you remember what it's about. So this one was November 17th, so I might put November 17th decimal operations because we were going over the different decimal operations. And then here's the last really important thing. You need to put it somewhere where you can find it again. So if you want to make that virtual math binder, that's what I always recommend. You can either go to My Documents or Desktop. Desktop is the easiest place because it will be just right there on your screen when you turn on your computer. And again, if you have a Mac or a different version of Windows, it might look a little bit different, but it has the same ideas. So you should be able to find desktop somewhere, and then you should be able to do this next step, which is creating a folder on your desktop. So I'm going to create a folder, and I'm going to name that folder Math Binder. Okay, and then you'll click Open. So let's click on our math binder and open it. And now here's where it gets really cool. You guys know with binders how you have dividers and tabs? You can do that on your computer. You can make folders inside of your binder. So you could click on this new folder button again and make a folder that's just for decimals. And that's where you'll put everything that has to do with decimals. You don't have to create these folders inside. It's just an option. If you don't want to create the folders inside, you can just press Save. Okay, but I'm going to put it in the decimals folder and then press Save. So you'll see it's saving all the slides. It will take just a minute. and then I'll show you what that looks like once it's saved. All right, so now I'm going to come to my desktop. Sorry, it's really hard to see because I have this really busy background, but you'll see right up here, here's my folder that says Math Binder. So when I open that up, then I'll see my decimals folder. And you can also make new folders in here if you want to go back to old things. So let's say you wanted to go back to what's something we've worked on, rounding. You could create a rounding folder, and then you'll put everything for rounding in your rounding folder. So anyways, I'm going to open up that decimals one, and you'll see the file here now. When you open it, it's going to open up the PDF version of all the slides. So the first one's always blank because in the Blackboard, we always have one blank slide at the beginning. That's just how the program is. So then you'll see our warm-up slide, and then you can press the up and down arrows up here to change pages. There's our warm-up slide. Our ticket out the door review. And then you start seeing our problems. Oh, some of it didn't save all the way. My computer's been acting funky today. Uh-oh. My slides didn't save. Some of them did. But my computer's been acting really crazy today, so hopefully it's just my computer and that doesn't happen to you guys. Yeah, you can see most of them are here. I wonder why that did that. So anyways, that is how you save the slides. Hopefully your computer doesn't do the same thing mine just did and save some blank slides. I've never had that happen, so hopefully you won't either. And then that way when we come closer to milestones or before you have an interim assessment or if we just haven't covered something in a couple months and you want to refresh your memory or you need to go back to make up OLS assignments that you missed, all of these things are great to have to go back and look at the slides before you do them. So anyways, thank you for listening and hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions.